Hello and welcome to New Guitar Thursday. I am your host, Jeremy Chapman, and you are welcome that it's not John. When a mandolin player takes over New Guitar Thursday, what do? They talk about mandolins. But before we get to those, I want to tell you a funny story. We ordered a bunch of Eastman instruments. We had 2 pallets shipped to us, and guess what arrived last week? One pallet arrived. Eastman said, hey, we shipped 2. The shipping company says, we had 2. We don't know where the other one is. And we don't know where it went, but guess what arrived today? Surprise, left on our doorstep, a pallet of guitars. And in those guitars, we had about 10 PCHs. So great guitars, we got this PCH with the natural top. Actually, what do they call that? Classic PCH. And we also got a number of mandolins, 2 that I've been waiting on. We'll start with this first one, the MD605 A-style mandolin. The 600 series has the block inlay, bound back and top fretboard and headstock, so really attractive looking. This one has the pickguard on it, standard, and also a K&K pickup comes pre-installed. A great mandolin. I've become really pretty open to the A-style mandolin world. When I grew up in a bluegrass band, F-styles were like it. Everyone had an F-style mandolin. Monroe played one, so everyone else had to. Then, having the music shop here, I've become pretty partial to the tone and feel of an A-style mandolin. And these 600 series, like I said, are great entry into those. It's kind of the mid-range of Eastman. Great Sitka spruce top, maple back and sides, killer sounding instrument. And for the person that's just wanting to be able to plug into their amp stuff, already pre-installed with a K&K pickup. The setup on these is great. We always check them out when we first get them in, but setup on this is right where I would want it. The other one I've been waiting on since January, and I have a customer that called about next time we're going to be getting an 815V in. So that's the varnish finish on the 815 series. Cool thing about 815, that's kind of the big step up in Eastman, where you go from a Sitka spruce top to an Adirondack spruce top. It comes in the standard gloss finish, but they also have the 815V, which is the varnish, and they do the antiqued varnish, so it's similar to the guitars that Eastman's putting out. Looks really cool. I mean, they're doing a great job making that look like a pretty natural wear. There is a lot of debate online that I've found myself getting dragged into. Why would you scratch up an instrument and make it look used? You must be doing it just to show people that you think that you're a player and you're not really. I just like the look of it. I mean, if you want a kind of classic look to an instrument, why does it have to look new and shiny? In the violin world, they've for years resisted having a shiny, brand new looking instrument. They wanted one that looked a little bit more vintage, and I kind of agree with it. It just has, it almost, looking at it, has a psychological effect that makes it feel older. So again, this is going to have the bound top, bound back fretboard, headstock with the fretboard extension. No pickup on this one, but you can always install a pickup if you wanted. They even antique the hardware on this, so the tailpiece looks a little bit more worn and tarnished. Arm wear where you normally play a couple of pick scratches or maybe more of a finger planter player scratches. I actually own an 815V. It's kind of my Eastman mandolin, go-to mandolin that I teach with every day of the week and perform out with pretty regularly. I've installed a K&K pickup in that. Mine is not the antique varnish. It was before they were antiquing them, but it has become one of my favorite mandolins to play. Look at that flame maple on the back of that, just gorgeous. So this and a number of other instruments arrived. Trent and Hinckley have been busy next door photographing all these instruments to get them up on the website very quickly. I don't even know what all was in there. I just started unloading boxes and throwing them in the front room.
Can we talk about New Guitar Thursday now? Look at this. I'm a pro.
John was busy, so I took over, and now he's taking it back over.
I'm going to take it right back over. We got a bunch of stuff in here. I do this every time.
This is a great guitar.
This is a great guitar. You already got a buyer for this, don't you?
He wanted me to call him as soon as we got it in and give him my honest opinion. My honest opinion, great mandolin, you want it.
So that is it.
No, it's been a long wait for this. We had this on order in January, and I think we finally got it in.
These came in. A couple other things that came in on Monday were guitars. We got a bunch of TCs in. E20 OM TCs came in. E20 came in an OM. E20D TCs came in. 10 TCs.
You're just throwing out numbers and letters right now.
I am.
R2D2 came
a brand new guitar that I don't think they did show you, and I'll bring it over for you, Trent. I'm going to do this.
my
I did
whole-
hijack you. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it because I did mic up. These guys don't trust me in here. I'm like, this is my first rodeo or
turn it
something.
on?
Yeah, it's even on. Okay. This is brand new. E3D. Brand new guitar. We
Yeah,
just
it
got
does
the
sound like
first
Star
album.
Wars.
I know, it does sound like
E3D2.
E3D2 RQ. E3D E, which is kind of cool. What is special about this guitar? I believe only 6 of them made it into the U.S. We got 4 of them. Sitka spruce top, oven call back and sides. That's what makes this difference. We did have this in the 222s, AC 222s, had an oven call back and sides. Never did it in a dreadnought, so it's going to give you more of that rosewood dreadnought sound. It does have tortoiseshell binding with herringbone, which is actually really kind of cool too. And last, has a pickup. It does have the Fishman sonotone in here, factory. All solid woods, 719. These are super cool. Like I said, open pore finish on this. An affordable all solid wood guitar. Something you definitely want to check out. And like
Eastman
I said,
doesn't normally come in the Dreadnought with the pickup installed. Like
No.
just about all their OM cutaway electrics are pickup pre-installed. But this is one of the first Dreadnoughts that we had with the pickup pre-installed, especially in this price range. It's
by the way,
great
he
option.
said OM, but what he meant was Grand Auditorium.
GACE.
Yeah,
It's all
which
these
is not an OM.
abbreviations.
Yeah, it's his first day over here. It's all right.
Let's talk about mandolins. Really? We did get a couple mandolins in too.
We
didn't
did. Go ahead. That brand new just came in from Weber.
We got a
brand
Road
new.
Dog. So we've had 3 of these in. The Weber Road Dog. Weber is taking a break on building mandolins for a while. So we've got a few more that we had on order that have been coming in a little at a time. The Road Dog's great. It's got a slightly deeper body to it. They pre-cut the speed neck on it, so that kind of helps with that. We've talked about that speed neck before. It gives that real slick, easy motion. It's got Evo fret wire on it. Just a great Weber mandolin. These things just bark. They just got a deep, full tone to them. So another killer addition to the mandolin, taking over New Guitar Thursday entry right here.
That is true. That is so true.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome. And I think that's about it. We got some really cool stuff coming very shortly. We did get a Yellowstone in from Weber as well. That is really nice. But we're about to get some limited edition ones. This guitar already sold. The guy's on his way to get it, which was that Bellissima with the figured rosewood sinker cedar. This guitar was amazing. And we still have, which hasn't, I'm surprised, the matching sisters. These are exclusive to us. These are, yeah, what is it now? I'm lost on what it is. Cocobolo,
That's it.
limited editions. Cocobolo, OMC, Adirondack spruce top. These do have the LR Bags Anthem in them. Both of them are fantastic sounding. I actually hand-picked both of the sets of these Cocobolo sets. They are gorgeous, and
Have you talked a little bit about the new tags?
I have not.
Okay, we're going to be doing a little bit more announcing of what's coming with this. But we have really been inspired by Tom Bedell and the Two Old Hippies organization. If you haven't got a chance to see Tom's TED Talk, check that out on YouTube. But one thing he talks about is being a little more conscious about the woods that we use in these guitars. Obviously, we had a conversation today about whether we start using the hashtag of guitar porn, which has become the hashtag on all these Instagram things. Guitars are known for using these beautiful exotic woods, and that's why people just love to look at pictures of them. Because from a woodworker's standpoint or a guitar enthusiast standpoint, it's just beautiful. But Tom is really being proactive in being conscious of where that wood comes from, making sure that there is no clear-cut forestry at all when you take a tree. Most of the trees are ones that have fallen on their own or selected by that individual tree. A lot of announcements going to be coming soon from us and from Bedell about that mission. But we have taken our effort, first step of it, talking about shop sustainable. We have 2 tags. One is going to be these green tags that this says this guitar meets our sustainable shop sustainable threshold, which means that no clear-cut woods, using responsible forestry, and paying close attention to where the wood is sourced. We also have some instruments. Not all of our instruments can we say, all right, you have to make sure you're doing this. So some of them are going to have ones that say this does not meet our standard of sustainability. With that, we're going to plant 5 trees anytime we buy one of the
Count 'em,
non-sustainable guitars.
1,
we're using the
2,
organization 1 tree
3,
planted
4,
for every
5.
every purchase of a non-sustainable, just kind of a way to kind of offset.
That's right.
But
It is
with
actually
the
really cool.
goal of trying to encourage the manufacturers to all be a little bit more conscious and think about where the wood is coming from. With these ones that are sustainable, we are still going to be planting 1 tree for every one of these. Cool thing Tom talked about in that TED Talk is he found that to get a sustainably harvested top on a guitar, it adds $2 to the cost of the guitar to make sure that no clear-cut woods were used, to make sure it came from a sustainable forestry organization that's not just going in and...
Shame on all of you brands for not doing that.
I think and we said the same thing, I think most of our customers would be willing to pay $2 more, knowing that that is helping sustain the forestry. So that's our effort, is to use this to kind of pay back and also educate everyone to think about where the woods come from in your guitar. Very excited to be announcing that program. We're going to talk more about that in the near future, but Bedell definitely leading the way on that effort.
So there's all that cool stuff. Lots of great stuff. I didn't mean to tag it, but I did. I actually did take over, and I've just been in meetings all day.
That's how
Jeremy.
you feel when Jackson took over Tuesday, isn't it?
It is. So that's why I always jump in on his on Tuesdays.
Gotta be on there.
I gotta do it anyway. Thanks for Jeremy for doing this. I actually have been
Music Camp
all day.
Ozark Music Camp is running out. We've got, I think, 5 or 6 rooms left.
5 or 6 spots, yeah, I think. And you guys, if you are wanting to go to the camp, I know, you know, a lot of you thought it was gonna, you know, it's not till October. It's going to be amazing. You do need to get your tickets for that now. Very few spots left. Ron Block, again, teaching guitar, along with myself. We're going to have, for banjo, Kristen Benson, Alan Monday, Bill Chapman, and mandolin will be Jeremy Chapman and Danny Roberts. It's going to be a
Life
weekend.
lessons with Jason Chapman.
Life lessons with Jason Chapman. We're going to be cooking food. It is going to be lots of fun events.
Lots of jamming, lots of
jamming.
Impromptu events going on.
Cool
We're planning
stories.
stuff. We're coming up with some cool ideas.
There are some special guests that are going to be showing up that I'm not allowed to tell you who they are. It's my mom. No, I don't know who it is. But anyway, a lot of special guests. It's going to be a blast. If you think you want to be there, get your tickets now because it is selling out.
OzarkMusicCamp.com.
That's right.
Check that out. We still got the early bird ticket pricing going on.
It is a different price. Yes. You missed out on the largest discount.
The 20% discount was last month, but now we've still got 15% if you do it this month. And then at the end of this month, it goes to the full price.
That's right.
So get your tickets now. I think we may not get to the end of this month because there are only 5 rooms left. There are still slots for people that just want to be part of the camp without actually staying down there. But honestly, we picked this resort because it is gorgeous rooms, beautiful location, and then just to be able to sit there and jam all night long without having to leave and go to your other place of residence, it's probably worth getting one of those rooms. I got one.
You did. I did too. I hate to do this, but I got to go. I'm late for a lesson right now. But it has been wonderful seeing you. New Guitar Thursday. Get your tickets for Ozark Music Camp. Buy guitars and mandolins. Jeremy.